I get that it's targeted to Sylvan,
민거 조심, 시티 민거 조심. 어렵다.
but
백사 있어.
두명 잡으러 갑니다.
헐, 나 이거 궁 써놓게 그냥 빠지게 쓸게. 이거 사이트 안에 조심해야 돼.
나 이쪽 볼게.
조심하고.
사이트 하나 있다.
야, 워럽해줄게. 워럽 같은데 이러면? 워럽해줘. 워럽.
위험했습니다.
금방 내려가 얘들아. 천천히 얘들아.
안설이 안설. 우리 천천히 해도 돼.
내릴게. 얘들아 풀어줄래 너희들 이거?
내가 풀게. 내렸어.
아 오라. 나 몰라.
타이밍. 와, 원스프림이 둘. 뒷보이까지요.
지금 스택스의 플래시 드라이브에 눈이 멀어가지고 아하.
이번 라운드 결국 키언이 내주네요.
야 이거 우주야 쫄지 마. 쟤 거의 하나였단 말이야. 이거 쫄지 말고.
now it's Izu.
그냥 어로콜 받고 니 드론 뭐 진탕이나 이런 거 쓰면서 그냥 최대한 버텨서 채워달라고 해. 너 설 안 줄 수 있었잖아. 설 주지 마. 마지막 소바 유틸 쓸 때 있지.
See, like Izu doesn't say anything back.
빼지 마. 좀
He just
봐줘.
takes it.
근데 나 진짜 답답한 게 럴킹 오는 거 그냥 이기면 돼. 얘들아 제발 빼지 마. 왜 자꾸 빼? 그냥 죽이라니까.
I mean, it's obvious there's like the vets of the team that are giving the most criticism.
어쩔 건데.
드론 삐가야 될 것 같긴 한데 이거 드론 아껴야 돼.
Map 1 Gambo's up.
나안 썼어.
내가 띄워폰 니네 내면 다 해준다. 내가 땡깎게 돼.
여기서의 교전이 중요한 거야. 여기 드론까지 한번 접고
근데 크루즈가 계속 메테오를 밀어내는 거거든요. 네.
Crew picked Corrode? Wait, that's hype.
내가 먼저
한번 밀릴 준비 해야 될 것 같아 얘들아 이거. 사이트 궁 써주니까 사이트 밀래?
그러자. 오빠 멀리서 째고 있을 거야.
나 궁 쓴다.
걸린다 그냥.
아마 안라인.
퍼. 잡아줘. 트레이드 얘들아.
프림이 안 빠지고. 와, 프림이 둘 잡고요. 사냥꾼의 분노까지.
야 얘들아 안 붙어. 왜안 와?
터집니다. 이번 라운드 터집니다.
근데 오늘 제가 보기에 이 프리미의 에임이지만 오늘 제가 보기에 인게임
야 얘들아
It's about to go live
여기
soon.
3-4명이서 우르르 가면서 붙었으면서 왜 이번에는 안 가? 야 안 갈 거면 말을 해. 내가 붙어줄 테니까. 멘탈 잡고 그거 일단 맞고 니들 인폼은 다 나오고 있어 지금. 어디 있는지 애들이 어딘지 킬조이 어딘지 제트 어딘지 다 알고 있잖아. 근데 그 리액션이 존나 느려. 땅 먹는 속도랑 리액션이. 그거 툭탁이 좀 도와주자 얘들아. 야 오퍼 있고 이거 제트 공 나오고 얘 우리 공 다 털긴 했거든. 이길 수 있어 얘들아. A 가자. A 가자.
설치 타이밍이 하고 바로 빠져야 되고.
The match is going live.
바로 채울게 나 이거.
We have to come back.
야 스파이크 안 잠긴다. 바로 채우긴 해야 돼. 전에 채워줘 얘들아. 나 몰래 갈게. 고깃발이나 못 가나? 몰래 갈게.
빠르게 지르잖아요, 탈론이고. 자, 이주
Yours just gives you good criticism to the whole other team. Buzz just singles someone out. Look, I think okay, the match is live. We have to go. I think the dynamic is that Buzz, Meteor, and Stacks are the vets of the team. They give out the most criticism. Izu and Sylvan are like the, you know, like the newer guys, the less experienced guys, I guess. And
at least show a bit of discipline, slowing it down, trying to buy time.
they get the most criticism because the other guys are kind of already on the same page of how they want to play.
This one all together now, adjusting and trying to be steady with that aim again, but that's overwhelming presence. The body's just overloading the one section, so B side is opened up entirely. Crew have it.
Dante's a new guy, right? Wait, Dante Deuce? Kesna Deuce?
To clear out elbow. It's a difficult spot. Especially with that flash.
What a shot.
Apparently Dante's fucking insane. Wait, Aspas is here. Holy fuck. I haven't seen Aspas in a while.
Damage. Cracking open the sight.
This is about to be a banger.
Taking point. Quick horn just trying to delay this.
Wait, first Corrode match too.
Oh
my god.
Look for the angles and steadily, slowly but surely, they are dissecting away in the retake. MIBR.
Dante and Spike are both neon gods.
Pistol.
A lot of people talking about the fact that B seems like the slightly easier side to retake, but Crew had so much control there of what was going on. Hadn't got a player up into heaven, but MIBR had to.
It feels like it's always anyone but Buzz's fault every round that is in his mind.
Just really nice.
The
Verno
thing
and
is,
Aspas
bro,
stepping up early, getting themselves on the board. And listen,
I get what
Aspas
you're
is-
saying.
He's just never gonna be as bad as he was in Toronto.
But like, I feel like Buzz is like
love the idea
very,
of a
very
full
established
front
and
race,
regarded as like a
Icarus-like
really
story
good pro. Where like he
the
probably
goat
is
washed.
right
It's
about
just
what
not
he's
gonna
saying
happen.
most of the
Look at
time.
this.
Sure, he's probably
Aspas
not
is
saying it in
15
the
kills
nicest
away
way
from reaching
possible, but I don't think he's trying to
2,500
say it in
kills
like a
in
personal
Americas.
fucked up
First
way.
player in any
He's
region
just
to
very
do so.
competitive. That's what
Only
I'm picking
tournament
up
he's
on.
ever played badly
That's what
in,
I'm
honestly,
seeing.
was
But
Toronto.
I
But
do
because it was
understand that
recent,
his
that's all
delivery
that's
is
on
like a little
everyone's
harsh.
mind. But it's just, I'd be gobsmacked if it happens again.
Yeah, can't imagine it.
He's been so consistent across his career.
The Guardian in hand, Shaneham's just going to be shutting out any approach. A bit of exploration from Crew across the board, working the map.
Yeah, it's actually a bit of a different opener. Crew
If you're
did
making that
play
up, if
this
he's good,
in
doesn't mean he's
a
untouchable.
off-season event
I don't think
just
he's
a couple
untouchable,
weeks ago,
but
and they were heavily focused on mid. Oh, there we go.
I mean, yeah, I saw what I
They
said.
don't realize how close that timing was, and Artesine, he flies across the map and is able to pick up 2 on the other side of things. But Crew were putting a heavy emphasis on mid that time. And already just based on how they played the pistol, I think they're trying to play with MIBR's expectations. They know that MIBR will have gone and looked at those VODs, looked at the footage. The Crew are playing a really heavy 1-3-1 on both sides of the map. So they're trying to mix that up slightly, but controlling mid is massively important here on the road.
There's nice shots early on. MIBR definitely shooting. We've seen a bounce back in that form that we were looking for, because we're all hoping that Toronto was just a slight blip, I think, on the record.
I mean, it was
Double duelist for
despicably poor
MIBR.
what they put up at Toronto. It was, they in fact set a record for the worst appearance for any team at any global event. So,
Whoa, wow.
you know, only getting 19 rounds, that's astonishing, but it's an outlier, it has to be.
That's down.
Again, heavy
Damn, they had the
priority
worst
up
showing at
towards
an
mid.
international event.
Re-exploration, re-clearing. Mazzino's going to be postured and pushed back, but these players in A main might be getting squeezed. Look at this, order reading from the side. I mean, they've lost control of it. I'm going to use a bit of util haunt up towards the top, but it is putting pincer moves onto them. Nowhere to stand and nowhere to really hide, just from your own smokes, but look at it. Just encased in it. And the A side is cracked open wide.
And this is a really nice way of playing Crew's composition. The Viper
MIBR loses, we blame
A main
Sylvan?
area, and
Damn.
the rest of Crew going up through mid. A splits are super powerful. And you saw MIBR's reaction was to push out through B, but this map is so big.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with the B
Like,
control? You can try to flank on the retake, but
I mean,
there's 3 players dead already.
20 years later, you're
look, I
able
do
to find-
agree. Like, it's harsh.
Very clean response here from Crew. And going back to playing the kind of style that we saw from them during the
I guess the
Sassy
only
Fishing
point I'm trying to
offseason.
make is that if I'm in Sylvan's shoes, I'm not gonna let that affect me.
Very,
Like,
very good. They played against
I would
2G
just try
there,
to
and
like,
they
what
crushed
are you
them
supposed to
into
do,
dust.
bro? You're
It
on this
wasn't-
team with these
wasn't
players,
close.
and like,
But that
they're really
approach was
fucking good.
Keswick
It kind of
and
actually
Neon
reminds
on
me a
that
little
base.
bit about when I used to play on
Player.
MIBR. Like, we had like
Switch out.
Fur,
Switch
Fallen,
up
and
the
Cold.
roles.
Like, they were
So going for a peek towards the end there.
the
Now,
fucking, you know, top dogs of the team.
The future maps are going to be insanely
I don't
interesting
think
as
it's
well,
good,
because
but I
what
think
do they
that
play on Ascent and
it's
Haven?
tolerable
Are they
based
gonna
off
run
of
double
someone being
duelist at
really
any point
good.
here,
It's
Crew?
like simple being toxic as
I think a lot
fucking
of people would have
CS.
been expecting them to run double duelist.
And maybe I'm making a crazy comparison, but
pulling out the Raze and the Yoru.
it's
something
not
that they're
ideal, but I
unfamiliar
don't
with,
think
though.
it's like,
Seen plenty of it.
oh, we can't play.
Retrieving thorn trap.
there he is, Dante, the youngest player in VCT Americas.
Yes, yes. If the guy is toxic, but he's insane, you just take it. I think so.
Also,
I think
what
so
on the same
personally.
day?
I think if someone is a toxic player, but they're fucking cracked,
Dante
who
and
gives a
Spike
fuck,
born on the
dude?
same day. They're both as young as each other.
You're gonna
Crazy
figure it out
ass
and make it happen.
operator. Taking a look down mid. This is fast. This is rapid, in fact.
You take it like a good boy, actually, though.
Has to try and evacuate. Alongside his teammates, Artesine is going to be going down there. That was just from the top section. Kesnet taking a peek of his own.
What a wild distraction. They make it feel like a fast A hit, and Kesnet, aggressive, on Omen though, goes up through mid and picks a player on B. What a sick idea from Crew. And Aspas, he's been pushed back onto a deep line. There are tons of ways in which you can play a rolling retreat style with an op. But he's already so far back, he needs help. Some util to get posted up slightly more aggressively.
That noise calling for the pause. Aspas is eager to regain some information. Hearing that util though. Should signal it. Kesnet has to cancel that one.
Buzz
Here.
is not simple though. That's a different conversation.
Just goes wide there.
I mean,
Nade is
if
gonna
we're gonna have
rebound
that
and
conversation, but
reinforcements
yeah, I don't know.
are needed.
I mean, they got their first trophy recently. They got a lot of top fours for a very long time. I think he's very accomplished in placings, maybe not in trophies, but still. He's got to be like still a top duelist in
Yeah, Kesnet was
APAC.
waiting to try to catch
Like,
Cortez here,
Buzz
but
has got to be
patience
top
was
5 still,
perfect.
no?
And
You should
Crew
watch
have
the
to
game
go
as
back
well,
in the way,
but
look at Mazzino activating beautifully.
Look in off the back of his wall being up, just trying to hide that intent. Again, the wall's going to be dropping.
Oh, and the
Neon wall to replace.
beautiful stuff.
Man goes
are you guys
down.
just saying that because of all the stuff from
Really
the video, or you
well
guys
orchestrated
actually
from
think
Crew here.
he's like?
Mazzino's in a
I
difficult
feel
spot
like
to root out,
I feel like based off
MIBR was good
placements,
for
he
the
has to be
retake on
top
the pistol.
5.
but this one's
Yeah, I
tough.
feel like people are just like
And they're looking
being
for a
like.
lurk up through
I'm
mid.
saying it 'cause of the
Aspas is still
video.
watching that with the op.
Just from the control that they lost prior.
Well,
here.
I could be
Horn
wrong. I don't know.
into the back. Pulls forwards, flash up towards the top there. Crossfire setup so from Crew should be immaculate, trying to swing.
This crossfire is looking
and just
good. Yeah.
release with the
1v2
bullets
for
there.
Tizia.
Mazzino, it's making short work
hard.
of time, being dragged all the way
Flank.
out. Tizia's got to do it all. And against Mazzino, cheeky 3-piece. 2-2 is what they brought it towards.
Retaking A is almost impossible unless you go through mid and through the A connector. I think unless you've got
Retaking
some
A is
level of
impossible.
flank
This
going
is
on,
the
if
map
you're
that's
trying to do a
incredibly
retake like this where
defense
you're all
sided,
coming
right?
through Spawn, it's a nightmare.
Or the
So mid again, super
attack
important,
sided.
and you got to replay there.
Attack, right?
To
Attack.
open up the round.
attack, yeah.
Brilliant little idea. They bring the score level at 2-2, but the economy is anything but. Crew in control.
I think it's attack sided.
Barry's going to be dropping down.
Because the rotate to
all
A
emphasis
is
being
so
placed towards
hard.
mid.
And retaking it is also hard, it appears.
And I think until teams figure out a way of being able to deal with Crew here, it's
Let's
going to
see.
be very difficult to stop them on attack or defense. Their comp's good for it. You've got Paranoia, you've got Neon Stun to work with. All of the Fade util can be dumped at any point too. But MFVR...
What the fuck?
Gamble, and that is a whiff from Mazzino that's costly because
Eco for MFVR.
detected by that.
Maybe more, mate. I mean, that's
4?
absurd. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Big reveal.
And look at Ardazine. Ardazine has actually managed to make his way. Oh, for a moment there, he was actually past the wall, deep.
Sent the clone in, I believe. Let's put a bit of fear into the back of the Crew players' minds because realize that B main's compromised. Sending a bit of util forwards now. There's 45 seconds to do this work here. Even Nightfall being committed. There's danger here still. C
Dante's debut, right?
Slow
Yeah.
in the approach. And slow going against an eco round. It's
Here
not
we go.
really what you want. Crew wants something a bit more decisive
planning.
now, trying to at least piece up, partition up the site.
Oh, satchel
Mauser
missed.
sticks it. Full committal. No more danger there, and everybody backing away steadily, but they still haven't claimed much of the map. Especially the site here tucked to the corner. How diligent will they be?
They don't clear the corner,
Gosh,
and they
them
still
just
get the
can't it
kill.
done. Players are swarming in though. MMAR trying to make a good go of things, but just tiptoeing around it. Trying to get going, still without the rifles. Dante just lets loose.
First
One
two
left to
for him.
stand. Yeah, first two for him.
Aspas?
Getting on the board, getting a little bit of confidence. And Aspas plays it slowly, plays
try.
it cautiously, but he's still not quite up to that showstopper.
Okay.
Very
2-0 start
calm.
for MIBR, now 3-2.
Even in the panicked situation there of it being low time on the clock. We saw from Mazzino's point of view, just really diligently holding onto elbow. And then waiting to make sure that they were doubled up with Mazzino and Shy before they actually went forward. Reminiscent of Crew in previous years and how they were able to get
Early
to jumps,
pause.
playing very strict 1-3-1
MIBR.
kind of setups, where they methodically take a bit of mid control and then split into sites.
We talk about Crew making champs in the past as well. Melzer being thrusted into the IGL position. He's made it pretty apparent, you know, he doesn't want to be IGLing for this squad, but he's filled up the shoes and taken up the mantle many times before.
So,
Previous
Sylvan
iterations
got
as well. He's
replaced.
typically led them to champs, actually.
Yeah, it's the third time that he's had to take over the calling halfway through the year. And both of the times, he made it to champs.
Yeah.
So, see if he can be 3 for 3 here. And I think the pickup of Dante has got a lot of people pretty excited.
lost
that
4
Crew might
matches in a
actually be able
row.
to do it. And Americas
They
looks
know.
wide open.
It is.
It's hard to
Sylvan
say
got replaced. They lost 4
who
matches in a row and he got
looks
replaced.
definitively better than Crew.
Damn.
MIBR, though, have been the gatekeepers for them all year long. Crew have yet to be able to beat them. MIBR have been...
Plus
I know everybody's focused on their terrible flop at Toronto, but they have just straight up been the third best team in Americas this year.
Yeah.
Third at kickoff, third in stage 1. Went to 1 out of 2 of the Masters events, because obviously only 2 teams able to go to Bangkok, but it's been remarkably consistent. And here, the first Odin on Corrode. Let's have a look at these
Sylvan was not at
walls and see
EWC.
how much work Verno's put in. And it also looks like they're actually going to challenge mid, right? You've got both duelists here, an Op and an Odin.
Time drops down with the barriers alongside it. And that Odin looks like ADS straight down mid, Haunt forwards, up on top of the boxes. It's Crew hoping that they can just peek over it and raining down bullets.
This is a good map for the Odin, right? Paper walls?
Trying to make it a bit more easier. Crew are
Let's see.
hunting in a different direction though. This time B main control. Steadily being gained. Until that they're going to have to break past. They really want to full commit to it, but they got no signs of that one. The spike is dropped down.
Yeah, after 30 seconds, MIBR have actually
Got
left
the
their
wall.
mid control. Like, kind of using the timing of the gate crash for Ardazine to be able to escape. Crew, as we saw, were never actually going to commit to a fast B pop there.
Just working them up steadily.
And Now that MIBR's defense has lessened
Whoa,
somewhat
whoa.
mid, Crew are taking up that space.
It's
40
Baked
seconds.
really hold, I think, with the Odin straight down mid because it hasn't really stopped Crew
Wow,
scaling,
good
but
catch.
That might. Operator in the hands of Aspas, and now Crew definitely having second thoughts about approaching towards that section. A side off limits unless Mazzino can get something done, but MIBR are clearing up
Timing.
the rest of the map and just spotting it back towards it. Shaynum is getting a second chance
2v5.
and will take it wholeheartedly.
Shy dying over towards B main as well. So both lurks tried to activate in order to give Melzer options to call. Do we go A? Do we go B? And in fact, Melzer and Kesnit just end up getting
Early
stuck in
days,
the
early
middle.
days.
Both of their lurker players, the extremity controllers, ended up getting caught. If either of them had been able to find space or a pick, you would have seen something pretty decisive, I think, called there from Kesnit and Melzer. But MIBR hold on, hold strong. And Aspas did have to hit a pretty nasty shot to deny Dante.
Yeah.
It's a hard one.
Dante, though, hasn't really been able to get online so far. The only 2 kills he got were on the anti-eco, I think, right?
Yeah.
So he's now 2 and 4.
Wait, what's so
Slightly
funny? I want to
slower
laugh.
pace maybe not suiting him as much on the Neon. I think getting him activated and feeling it in his opening game. Remember, he's still quite
here we
young,
go.
quite inexperienced. Could be major for Crew's chances of success.
MIBR back into it. Bit of presence from mid. I mean, MIBR deep.
Cortezia about to be
Space.
tested.
Want to push past and forwards even more. Artisan is not respecting them.
B looks a bit of a nightmare to push into. You have to bait
Oh,
on the
Cortezia
wall,
gonna
and then-
counter ult?
I mean, there's a Vice ult on the other side here.
Counter ult.
Cortezia can
Garden.
respond.
Just overlapping it, man.
It does bait out both of the Thorns, though. So
And there's a wall.
Neon wall over towards the top. It's a
might be able
paranoia.
to go again.
Stun.
Oh,
Wall's
it's
out in the
cooked,
open,
it's
though, and he
cooked,
can
it's
bait out
cooked.
that piece. So, yeah, Dante left out on an island.
Good counter util from
So
Cortezia.
his team now just kind of loitering around the
And
choke
he's
point,
just
trying to
shitting
make
on
it go at
them.
things. Cortezia is just lighting them up. Sharp shooting.
2v4
Was
and there's a
eventually shut
flank.
down, and
What's up, guys?
Artisan creeping right round the back and not anticipated. Mazzino, he answers and gets the trade, but at this point, might just be a done job.
45 seconds.
Dante stunned his own
Not
team.
immediately under
Did he?
pressure. The MIBR defense
Yeah,
is
I
going
mean,
to have to
the
spread out
wall
a
is so
little
hard
bit.
to deal with, dude. The Vice
He'll
wall.
have moments to try to take his ones, but he's got to find this one on Aspas perfectly.
Upping.
30 is locked in on the angle.
He's also weak. Could die to a little bit of spam, but it's an unusual angle. He's not quite on the normal on angle, I think.
Yeah, he's a
Slightly off to
little
the
off.
left.
Then he's just holding his nerve. Might not even want to make a play for it at this point.
Yeah, with the time running down this low.
Yeah.
He's just looking to save the weapon.
Save Zeno?
But that B site, what a nightmare to get through.
The Vice util.
Vice is really
You guys see
powerful
the
on
new
this map
skin
at
on Marvel
stopping
Rivals?
fast
Gooner
pops.
Heaven.
Yeah.
I mean, it is on every
Okay,
map,
buddy.
isn't it? But then you combo it with Shaynom's Astra, and you've got a very difficult site to get into, no matter where the Vice is playing.
How'd you read that? Why not?
Not many teams are running double duelist on this map. It's not particularly popular. There have been a couple that have tried it. But I think it's early days for Crow. Nobody really knows what's best.
Yeah. Certainly so. Crew opting into a timeout of their own because the options they're going for not really working out whatsoever. I mean, when they've been
Aren't you
working
getting tired
mid,
of watching these games for a living? The
fair
shit
enough,
is
but even
stressful.
that previous round, we've seen
For who,
adjustments
me?
from MIBR. They putting a heavy priority on clearing it out with a haunt, getting Artisan pushed up deep, and trying to heavy fast pop into these sites with the map. The way it is, how big it is, it's awkward because if you get stalled out by that Vice util, you don't have mid control to threaten like you could be coming from a different angle. You're just going to get completely shut out.
I think at some point here we're going to see Crew just decide to contest MIBR's control of middle, and then you'll see the round potentially over in the first 20 seconds. Because when those big brawls happen down mid, 2, 3, 4 people end up falling, hitting the deck, and suddenly options opened up massively in one direction or the other, depending on the execution of that fight. Verno so far with some decent value from the Odin, but I'm yet to see anything exceptionally nerdy. I know that there's some horrendous stuff you could
That's
do
some
here on
crazy
Crow.
stuff. Yeah.
But a lot of it's just like shooting through corners where they can't shoot you back.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
you're doing huge damage.
Dex turn 25.
Early angles. Early taking a space here, but the barriers are going to be falling.
And Aspas maybe looking for an aggressive peek from A-Link.
Knives out from Artisan. Down for now. Waits for the horn to get cleared. Prowler takes up a bullet. Reveals a few of the positionings here. But again, look at this from Artisan. I mean, just full disrespect when you have the gate crash to get out. Willing to take that deep space. Needs to win that fight out though, and Shy.
Shy guy.
Out. That's going to clear up a few question marks.
Here we go.
Up though, ready to try and pop out towards A here. It's Aspas smoked off. In his hands is going to rebound. Shanum off to the
Good
side.
suck.
Definitely just
Good
isolated
suck.
completely. It's a pull. Alongside the nades, what a combo. Just to unleash and a reposition of
Rosa!
Aspas.
But the good hold
Completely
though.
Unanticipated.
Little overheat.
He's even popped his showstopper at the end here. Looking to try to hunt
Damn.
down Shy, who's
Nice
just stuck in a
Astra
1v4.
suck nade.
His job was simply to control mid.
Did Dante
He
miss the stun
managed it.
again?
Took down Artazine, but MIBR crushed that
Oh.
A push. I think the pull was utterly unexpected for them. Maybe they haven't played against too many Astras here. Maybe they
Dante
didn't realize
nervous?
exactly what that star was intended to
The
do.
suck fucked his
But
stun up while he
I
was
think
running.
it also led Dante to
Damn.
miss the stun that he
Yeah,
was
that's what
throwing.
he just said too.
They knew that there was a player tucked behind those bricks, but
Damn.
the stun ended up rebounding kind of like onto the rest of crew, and then, as you said, the pull and the nade
They're just
combo
like stars plagiarized.
is a great protocol for shutting that down.
And again, seeing signs that crew
10 seconds left.
It's his debut. It's Dante's debut in franchise league.
They
Yeah.
did break and kill Artisan early on, but
But they weren't splitting when they
weren't
actually went
splitting.
in.
Yeah, so it doesn't put the
Not
pressure
ready yet.
from two different sides.
Yeah, I think Aspas just wasn't really that worried, to be honest.
Yeah.
He was still able to throw the nade. He backed off into a more passive position, but honestly, they're just sending too many players there through A main without realizing that the nade into
Who
the
did he
pool is
replace on
such
crew
a
at Verso?
devastating combo. Let's take a look at this on the replay.
It's been a while since I've seen one of those.
Yeah, Pool stuck inside of it. And Pool has been nerfed since the glory days of Astra. You don't often see that. So this is now 3 rounds in a row. that
Tarek, what do you
MIBR
think
have
of
been able to
Sideshow's forced hate for PRX?
Dante sitting at the bottom. All expectations on this young player.
What do you mean forced
Put up
hate?
The work, and now he's going to be sending it full throttle with the overdrive all the way up the gut through mid, over towards A now, and this is that combined pressure that we were talking about. Aspas will have to respect that though. Double Satchel to try and get the hell out. There's players, plenty of them, chomping at the bit to try and get a hold of him.
Not really, though. I mean, they are taking it slow and cautious here from crew.
And Shanum hard committed onto that angle. Plays it once more to Prowler forwards, a bit of spam
Wow.
with the Prowler, okay. Aspas forwards, a flash in your face, Artazine
down
taking liberties.
MIB are looking good on Corona.
Really nice aggressive control there from
Isn't this
MIBR,
attack-sided?
fighting back through the smokes. There's the value from the Yoru. Xeno, Shy, left to do it all. These 3 players that are supposed to be controlling the center of the stack are just getting denied by crew.
Giving anything away for free, although with that spam, there's damage done.
It's my first time watching it in pro
Shy,
play.
though, immediately just slips his way all the way back in. Now this is a 1v2, but Shy has an opening. Waiting for the plant. With the damage done to Aspas, very much winnable. IBR be reeling if they end up losing this one, but locked onto the angle. It's all Aspas needs. That one chance to shine.
He's so good with low HP at playing these off
The
angles.
off
you
is
don't expect
giving.
no reason to be kind of fast clearing them or spamming through the wall to try to clear somebody off them. And he's aggressive too. He went for an aggro peek in the middle of that round off the back of Artazine's flash. Xenom drops. And Aspas just re-peeks there at the same time, or just before, Artazine himself goes for the flash peek.
Nice.
But they're constantly contesting
I
crew.
did
Crew
highlight
actually
shooting.
were really
Vice
timid.
seems
Like, when
really
they
good on
forced
this
Aspas
map,
off the line with the
actually.
Prowler, I was expecting them to run in and actually get Dante into the fight. And
Good
instead,
for early
they're
info and
crawling
also solo
forwards,
anchor.
Worried about Aspas constantly.
Tiptoeing.
He's 8-3 because they're giving them all the respect.
A steady lead by MBR, just being cemented now. Difference of 3 rounds, but if crew let this get out of hand even further, could be just a done deal. for
Contact
Matt.
play off the Viper
Crew to be
wall.
Going back into the area that they got pulled and naded before.
They have no idea. Side is open.
Nobody home this time.
Nobody home for real.
MIBR with 2 controlling A-Link.
It's an A retake round.
No
They have
one on
Yoru ults
site.
and they have a few ults, yeah.
They're going to be able to get a free
Is
pick
Mazzino
now.
gonna pit?
Most of the
Wait,
way.
there's a
He's
gap.
Missed his
Oh,
timing.
the wall's back up.
Remember what I said earlier, retakes on A are doable if you actually control this A-Link area. So the retake won't all be coming in through spawn.
Oh, this ult's
It's
nice,
going to be laid down on top of it.
right?
Makes the
I think it's
retake
nice.
That much harder.
You can hide in the back
struggling.
hall. Nice fatal.
Committed, they were
Lurker's
waiting for
dead.
that. Anticipating the way to shine
Oh,
likes to play
what?
TP forwards. Dante just turned to dust. And Verno with a bit of
Oh,
random spam.
no,
Raw
Viper rolled
bullets
down.
Just being sent flying forwards. They find the exact target they needed. Mazzino gone, the pit drops down. Nightfall expended. This is
Oh, he needed
desperation
that.
now
1v4.
from Crew. Anything to hold on to this advantage.
What
They
a
want to-
flash!
The
What
flash
the
in your
fuck
face.
was
That
that?
is cheeky work.
That's such a nice flash from
Oh
Odyssey.
my god.
And also just a gorgeous retake setup from MIBR.
Yeah.
It's against the pit, but they have Artisan's ultimate. A Fade ult comes down as well. So
Yeah, the flash
Fade ult
looked
cancels
crazy.
all of the audio. Artisan gets to pop out of his ult, and Dante doesn't have a clue where he is. Adds another death onto Dante's tally. 2 and 8, the only 2 kills on that anti-eco. Cleaning up players with pistols. Look at this. He's just got no hope. And then the spam
They
through.
tried pushing spawn and died.
This, you can't really blame the fact that Kuroda has paper-thin walls. He's just spamming straight into the pit where he knows a player has to be. Got to be somewhere in that.
MIBR are running away with this half. The money's good.
You gonna spam.
Knockdown Crew just down to the weaker weapons. Scraps
Uh-oh,
onto
Vice.
looking to do something about this round here, but a stun ricochets
The stun
misses,
did
and
nothing.
they've got coverage on every single angle.
Oh
Paranoia glides
my.
way past the mark. MIBR,
Oh
just
my.
complete totality. Just owning
Oh
this
dear,
map
oh
right
my.
now.
Crew pasting an opponent in the offseason, feeling gassed up maybe from scrims as well. Decide to go into Corrode, and they are getting a lesson here. They're getting taught.
Back to the documentary.
Dante's having a nightmare out here too. Struggling. On his agent. I mean, he won't be playing Neon on all of these maps. Or at least I'd be very surprised if he's playing it on Ascent and Haven.
A lot of pressure on the young player's shoulder though, just to perform. Realizing, I think that Tier 1, big stage and a big
They
step
got
up, I
Vice ults.
think.
And also a slower pace that I don't think he's as used to.
Yeah.
Because it really has been slow from Crew.
Oh.
Down and yes, Util out into the hands. Zeno's gone.
Oh.
Forwards, Kesnet, good adjustment. It's there. TP's forwards.
Ooh.
Must have just try and take that space all the way up. Verno ran out of bullets. Gonna have to back away, but he is being pressured now steadily.
Whoa,
Slowly.
he got caught.
Kesnet creeps up behind.
Fortizio alone.
Claiming a few kills sort of now. The impetus in his hands.
Saw him or
Speeding up at the right
no?
moments, but just missed that timing. Shies forwards.
He got away, he got
Still
away.
guarding, forces the respect.
He's going back
Cortezio
in?
Swaps out the op for a Vandal.
Oh, he has a Vandal now.
The right before, that is a lovely jump
Oh.
peek.
Had he just
Big
angled
hand
up with the
switch, sets up
op, he would have
Shine
probably got a freebie.
beautifully.
I don't blame him for walking back in.
Kesnet
Just
repositioning
wasn't
completely for B
the
main
best
control.
move there.
Here we go then.
2v4
Aspas,
last round of the
Shenna,
half.
looking to try to see what
They
they,
have
can
both
get done.
ults.
Need that back.
Aspas himself also swapping out the operator for a Vandal.
They've got enough money to potentially make a go with it.
Does he rocket out of heaven?
Steadily clearing most of the corners.
He probably
There's
just
a lot of
gets
tricky
traded, though.
positions you have to be worried about. From heaven, nade primed,
Wall?
signaling at least with the rest of the util. Here it is, a stun offloaded along with the ult.
Oh,
committing
rocket
all
didn't
of
come
it.
out.
What a shot by Melzer! Necessary one. Dante out wide, time ticking on to that spike and
A4.
Crew seal it up 8-4.
A nice round at the end from Crew to be able to get themselves
I don't think they realized it
a
was
bit
last
more
round.
of
It's
a
alright.
respectable scoreline, but that 6
Or is
in
all
a
we
row
need.
from MIBR dominating the defense has defined this half so far. Everywhere they went, it felt like they were stuck.
Bien, vamos.
Bien,
I
bien.
suppose they still believe.
Yeah, still believing, and maybe when those sides swap, which they will be, they've earned themselves enough of a foothold. We'll find out.
All right, halftime. Break. Everyone break. I'm doing connections while.
Reach your impossible with the AI-powered Legion Pro 7i, Lenovo Legion.
A massive scrap,
I don't
really,
know.
just all in from both sides, but smokes in the face to
Leo wrapped mic
hide
down.
most of the bodies. A lot of damage done, though. Peppering down. Artisan.
And they both
Fuck!
actually called it off. Neither team really extending in front of their opponent's smoke.
See the wall, though.
Sharp fasteners.
Maybe triggered. Wall
Oh,
hole
so
held
close
up
enough.
over it. That's mistimed. Cortesia's way ahead of the rest of his team.
Brad is the type of nail. I did not
Followed
know
up.
this.
Shy just steps forwards. Happy to just mop this one up. Paranoia sweeps past, and that's second wave and second layer of things here. MIBR getting stunted ever so slightly.
I think the comm there must have been to go forwards through the wall together, but when the flash came through from Shy, everyone in MRBR just reactively walked backwards, apart from Cortesia. I think Cortesia was probably doing the thing that the rest of the team was telling him to do.
That's a slow march.
Everyone's
Back
low.
up through mid. Prowler got caught onto the corner there by Melzer, so he didn't get entirely all the information he was looking for. Players are low.
A lot of these players could die to a right click.
Definitely could. Melzer's low himself, though, as well. Just spots out of one body. And he's trying to play it
Oh.
at the off angle.
Oh,
Oh! Blind as anything. And what is that by
oh!
MIBR? It's just explosive when they least expect it.
A little bit of RNG going the wrong way there with the right click, and
Damn.
also you got to feel for Dante. He's 2-11,
Yeah.
and he shoots
Oh
the clone.
no.
And just perfectly blinds himself. A 4v1. Mazzino has to do far too much here, I think. MIBR should be able to take a very comfortable lead.
Is he gonna pie in his
Softened up.
debut?
Shot to the body.
I think the chance of Artesine ripping that is about 0.
Unlikely.
A pie debut
We
goes
are
hard.
doing right.
Zeno still, of course, no reason not to make a play for it. But MIBR, all year long, the exception really being Toronto, this team has been hyper consistent at winning pistol rounds. You could argue, I think, is one of the major reasons why they've been so dominant in this gatekeeper team, I think, in Americas. They haven't slowed down, not here in stage 2.
Mazzino going for the spike denial, I suppose.
Chat, would you rather pie
You know,
on your
making sure
debut
that
or have an
Arsenal's gonna get
average like
closer to
10
a
and 14
showstopper, but,
performance?
You know, not really even going for that one. 9-4 the lead for MIBR.
You take the average, right? You gotta take the
just-
average.
I
You gotta
think
take a 10 and
Crew here,
14.
but
It's these ones that were rough though. Melzer did have a chance with a right click.
Well, the thing is, the pie is memorable. The average
sad,
performance
honestly,
isn't.
watching his
Imagine you
POV
pie
here,
and then you
because
come
he
back and
does look
become like
uncomfortable. He is getting unlucky a
Thanos.
couple of times, but
Like the
he's just never
storyline
really
goes
getting the
hard.
chance to take
It's
fights
just a
in
risk.
the
What if you
league.
don't come back and become Thanos?
When you see a rookie making a debut, especially a young 18-year-old that we've seen be so good in Ascension, you want it to work out the first time. You don't want them to be crushed confidence-wise when they first step onto the stage.
I don't want to be remembered as the pie guy.
hard agree with
Would
that.
you rather be remembered as the pie guy or not remembered at all?
It's just
Think about
wide
it, bro.
open. Only Mazzino home, and he just has a classic perched up towards heaven. Werner's going to be sticking that one now. A step closer to his ult.
I love the positioning from Cortesia here, actually. You know, he's all the way down at the bottom, just watching this push from mid.
Unlucky timing. Cortesia, yeah, set to contain.
Brothers in T
He's got the
spawn.
information.
Yeah, got the information. Melzer will take him out here. Definitely a bit of a threat coming from the flank, but Crew don't really have any odds, chances to win at this point.
Flank retakes, really powerful on this map. So the fact that Cortesia is already positioning himself in spawn, anticipating that from Crew, I think shows a pretty good understanding of what the enemy's going to want to go for and how you can position to shut that down.
Dante saving
When we see
stats.
Corrode in Americas, or any region to be honest with you, there's a pretty decent chance that one of the teams just doesn't have a clue, because it's a brand new map, and some teams are going to have an idea on it that just doesn't work. But here, Crew clearly feeling confident, and MIBR just taking them to the cleaners.
They are. It's a 6-round difference now. Inspect the mouse. What are we seeing?
We're still watching the T1 video. We're like 45
Gears
minutes
and
in.
mice? I don't think so. I don't think so.
You have a steampunk mouse.
All right, it starts here for Crew.
We'll see though, because right now MIBR are just fully running away with it, man. Freight
Aspas.
train in action.
By the way, Aspas rebounding massively, 14.
Dante, what doing?
Yeah, it's dominating now.
Dante, what doing?
So close to breaking a record. Artisan just spammed down. Before you know it, wall in your face. This is aggressive, aggro play.
Yeah, nice control from Crew. Mid, super important to keep an eye on. And Artisan would have wanted to teleport out of that situation if he'd seen that level of aggression. Just couldn't quite get it.
Got the wall. Man advantage
Might
for
be a
Crew.
piece by piece, just trying to break past. Defensive setup.
and actually quite a similar attacking idea.
I saw that video
to
3 days
the way
ago. What
that
do you mean
Crew
you
was
didn't finish
calling
it
on
yet?
their side.
It's a long video.
And again, the attacking team not being in control of mid, which from a macro perspective does look rough here for MIBR.
Rough Shy. Takes the timing off of his own flash.
It's already yesterday. Yeah.
An easy win for him. Thorns at your feet. Shanum can't step forwards. Gonna fade away though, and he's been granted, given an opportunity. Heaven's open wide.
Oh, I
Has he
didn't
just
see
seen
it.
that one?
Shannon
I think he's
spotted.
missed it.
Could have been on the minimap.
Mazzino's seen it though. Locked onto the corner. Calling it out for the rest of his team. Oh my goodness, they were trying to combo up that util. Straight for the choke though. That'll do the job. And MIBR.
Save?
Steam is running out. Farm up the orb and look towards the next, I think, for MIBR. That's what they're calling.
Yeah, both teams have had quite similar ideas actually on their attack sides. At least so far. It's very early in the attack side for MIBR. But
10 seconds
it's not working when they don't have mid. I mean, as soon as they get locked out of mid, it just all comes down to, can one of your players find a lurk into a site? And MIBR are going to find it even more difficult if it does end up being the win condition, because they don't have a Viper.
Yeah.
And it was already tough for Crew. I'm not saying that the comeback's going to happen, but, you know, we already saw that this approach is pretty tough to pull off.
Yeah. Typically, a new map as well, where you're not as versed, it's always easier to defend and attack. There's outliers, of course, but...
Tarek, when are you going pro? I don't think I can. My chat tells me I'm too old.
MIBR
They took my
have
confidence.
the rifles. It's pretty split up, honestly. All across towards B main, A main, extremities. No real focus on towards mid.
Toxin screen down.
Slightest of angles for Mazzino to work with.
Nice pullback smoke there. To be able
I
to
could
get
be a
you
coach?
across that B main angle.
Nah.
And they're using the clone to bait out the Vice wall. So, Shy, under quite a bit of pressure, his setup's really getting tested over on A. At the moment, though, Crew still with that mid control.
Yeah.
And MIBR now looking like they want to go and fight.
Dislodge starts up though. Signals what's about to happen. Dante, it's your time to step up. Your time in the sun, perhaps. Good for the Yuto to try and make a
Dante's on for Pi. 3 and 13. Oh, what a flick.
Backflips from it.
Good night,
Kesnick
that's
shuts
fast.
him down.
No.
Some very bold swings there from Crew's powerhouse duo, at least potentially, from Dante and Kesnet. Going into that mostly dry. Dante
Oh,
hits
the
a
off
nasty
angle.
flicks.
That's a nice off angle.
Cortezia himself almost going for one there.
Save again?
Uncomfortable, I think, some of
Fnatic?
these players are on the map. Not aware.
Is
of
Moser
the
getting cleared?
angles.
But it's also just, oh, hello.
Shayna.
Shayna, this is
Hi.
Malza.
Okay.
30 seconds left.
Catches that. Is he going to be able to make a play forwards? Here's the footsteps, sees Kesnit. Acknowledgement there.
Wow.
Kesnit, never shy. Never one to step down and away from a fight. Shy himself as well has got this
Looking
one
good on
all the
defense,
way
Crew.
down through that choke. So
I gotta
Crew-
say, this looks like a nightmare for MIBR on their attack side, because they just don't have the smokes to be able
No.
to get into places.
no
They're-
Viper, you can't slowly pressure.
Yeah, they're dry
Manny
walking into
Pacquiao
A.
fighting a little bit.
They're playing
Is that
at
hype
tempo
or what?
as if they have a Viper, but it's even harder for them than it was for Crew, and we already saw. Crew. only
Manny
50
Pacquiao
rounds
versus
on their
Mario
attack side.
Barrios.
One enemy remaining.
This does actually look like Crew have a serious chance at tying this up.
And the money's knocked. Smiles. And laughter. Crew in high spirits. Fight to be taken though, up towards B main.
Paranoia.
Back, so that's a paranoia and a stun on top of it. Dante wants to
Ooh.
really let loose and get going.
No Pi.
There's a set play. There's a faster tempo play.
Can't be whiffing that
Labored.
one. Kesnet just gets a hold and control of the rifle once more. Puts down Artisan.
And if I had to guess, I think that's the kind of speed that Dante
Dustin
would rather be
Poirier
playing
versus
at.
Max Holloway. That sounds hype, no?
He's a younger player. He's still the rookie. So I don't think he's really got the chance to tell Nelson, like, speed it up a bit, would you, man?
Come on,
But-
guys.
yeah, but
Get proactive.
I think if he had it his way, a couple more rounds like that.
And again, another just shutout round here.
This
for
map
MLBI.
is
It's
looking
slow going, to be honest.
defense-sided,
Almost
yeah.
every
But
single
you guys
round
said
that
it was
we've seen so far.
It
attack-sided?
really has.
So,
There's no honest fights to be taken.
Honest fights on this map?
It's a lot of spamming through smokes.
The Odin judge map and you want honest fights?
Not going to get it.
why are you lying? Didn't you guys say it was
Wishful
attack?
Thinking. MIBR going to have to take a long look, I think. But perhaps time for a timeout as well.
Yeah, I think
Discussion.
the attack ideas
seconds
here
left.
need some adjustment. It might just be the case of wait until we have ult. Like,
It's
it might just be
defense-sided.
as simple as that.
Okay.
Where once Aspas has a showstopper to work with, or more likely when Ardazine actually has his dimensional drift online, they can start really speeding up the game. And they can go for a pop or an A split just off barrier
10
drop.
seconds left.
NRG plays tomorrow.
They have chances for it, but they are running out.
Tomorrow is the
Looks like the time will be
day of the
Crew,
weekends.
Another round for them.
And NRG versus 100 Thieves, G2 versus Sentinels.
Getting it together. Slowly adding it all up here, so not that far behind. Just 3 rounds.
I think they've got to be considering a timeout at some point here soon. But looking at things, they'll have enough money to be able to buy for the next. Ardazino is really far away from his Fiora ult. If that's the ultimate that you're hoping to bank on, he's only halfway there. And yeah, we're right, actually. MIB are taking a tactical timeout here.
Huh?
It's the best time for it. MIB, they need answers. They need it now.
I'm wearing a Honda shirt.
Honestly, I mean, looking from what we've seen so far, fast take towards mid would do wonders.
I don't know,
Well,
why
I think
not?
even a fast A split would be really nice, because if you send people up through mid and Crew decide to fight it, Aspas can pop his showstopper. And then you're actually in a pretty decent position, because, I mean, what tools are Crew going to be able to use to evacuate that? It's not like they have a Yoru that can, you know, disappear, bait out the showstopper and vanish into thin air.
Sure.
So Aspas is probably going to get value out of that if Crew fight you through mid. And if they don't, if they just give you that A connector control, well, now you're splitting into A, and then the showstopper's already closed the gap, you're getting close. Yeah, the A main players might get locked out a little bit by a Vice Wall, but the main body of your team is going to be up onto the side pretty quickly. So those are the kind of strats that I'd like to see them go for. Utilizing the showstopper as a tool that just says, well, you can't actually fight us early round. Well, the Vice is not usually putting a wall here.
Thoughts on Jakura? Are you
Normally,
parasocial
it's gonna
yet?
be a
I haven't been
flanker over your
following it, I'm
face,
not gonna lie.
Maybe a C's behind it, though Melza's in mid this round.
I'll be honest, I try not to
Thoughts on the
scroll
ground,
social media off stream.
I don't
Like,
think it's a
generally
bad choice,
speaking.
no, but I do want
Unless
them
someone
to
sends me a
have
reel.
gusto behind it.
Bring them down.
So flash forwards. Tizia just trying to condition, but that deep haunt not broken. Disrespect shown again by Crew. Look at it, push
Full
all
buy.
the way down to the bottom section of mid. Mazzino just trying to see if he can play to delay. TP forwards, Ardazine has passed most of this util. It's an all offloaded.
Some? Oh god.
Forwards, but yeah, Aspas is just slow to
Oh,
a crawl for
teammate.
most of it, and it's going to be clearing out most of the players.
Heaven.
No one is going to be trying to show up in front of it.
No one's having.
Flank retake that you need to be paying attention to here as well. They need to be worried about Cortezia if he was in
It might be our half
So
spawn.
they're holding angles for each other now.
How do they clear this? Stun?
Crew coming from both sides.
Slide.
And already Dante, look at that, showing them the business. Just glides to the side, sets his team up nicely. Shanum looking to see if he can slip into the gap that potentially is there, and he's need to at least buy some space and time. Cortezia
Oh my
is
God.
feeling so much of the heat. Paranoid
Shanum?
up into his face. He's got players on
Nope.
multiple avenues already approaching.
2v4.
With Shanum falling, collapsing,
Burno?
the house of cards might just be crumbling now.
Nope, it's
Burno
over.
just drifting
What a
from side to
retake.
side, but he
This
just
shit is
can't
defense
find
sided.
any respite.
Well orchestrated retake attempt.
How do I keep
think
up with the
they're-
news?
MIB
Honestly,
needed
through my
one
chat.
extra layer, and it was to try to stop
I know
that
it's
retake
fucked, but I
flank
only
from
heard about
coming
the
through.
Texas floods through chat.
If they had some way of causing a
The
delay
news I
for
should
that,
read more.
making it
That
obvious
probably should read more, I guess. I don't know.
what direction, what timing Crew were going to be taking, then maybe MLBR would have been able to clog that up. As it is, both teams actually demonstrated some pretty decent protocols on the B retakes.
Do you guys think
This
it's important
comeback
to
is
like read the
on.
news every day?
We are hanging on.
I know about the Coldplay
Basis
stuff,
of,
yeah.
I think just really winning
No.
these pistol rounds. Makes the scoreline look nice, but Mazzino deletes the Prowler, retreats as well, back to a bit of safety. MIBR are fully grouped up. 5 of them now, Steel Garden. So we're going to be using to see if they can set the pace, put things into motion. TP forwards, Ardazine skips past a lot of that YouTube, but the Thorns again catching, slowing it down, and time has been
There's
bought
too many
again.
things to
Look at
keep
it.
up with. I guess gotta keep up with my
Avenues
own,
that Crew don't
my
need
own
to
things.
worry about.
It's already hard enough.
Giving up the side entirely, full confidence in the retake. Towards heaven, smoke's fading.
Vice ult.
Zina's being pressured. Crew quick to scurry as well, trying to fill up those gaps.
That's a huge one.
That's monstrous. Sidestepping, dodging, but he just jumps straight into the stun, but it's a slow. The Thorns at their feet. Crew a bit of a pause into the round now, but trying to, again, steadily move forwards again. How these fights go. It all comes down to the rightful play.
Damn, they didn't even get the vice ult. MIBR holding.
Hoping for.
Oh,
They get it,
imagine.
Meltzer. It's heroics from him towards the end, but Verno puts them in their place for 3
People will
Ps, and
say
he
no and
finally
then
gets
complain when
MIBR
everything is
to
shit.
11.
They stick to the coach plan, right? Both of these rounds, after the TAC timeout, were supposed to go fast or fairly quickly into B. And this one ends up working because Crew didn't have the flank retake going on. In fact, they were banking on the fact that they would have Shy's ult, and Shy was the first one to fall. He was just trying to get space in elbow, thought his team had secured it for him,
Good job.
but couldn't find an opportunity to unload the Vice ultimate and make the retake
Why do I need
happen.
to know how bad things are if I know they're bad?
Zeno fighting a bit more now for that space. Doesn't want to be denied just at the back of a Prowler and a Boombot. Holding it down.
I don't know.
Holy, okay, shots are rattled.
And it's hard to see who took the damage. He's the one that now has the ult online that can also be a huge tool for upping the tempo.
There it is. Dimensional Drift held, ready. Time to go. Forwards. Trying to clear out most of the way here, but the Thorn's dead.
He hit
out.
again.
It's a stun in the choke. Addison has creeped his way all the way deep.
Oh,
What
sick
a
shot.
Meltzer. It's just demonic, and Addison,
One
hello,
pump.
Rocky, in your face, Mazzino.
They're going back to A.
Finally denied
Wait,
that
Vice is still
push. He's
here.
just been
Shy guy,
laying
shy
fire
guy,
down from
shy
on high,
guy.
and it's called for a
Freebie.
slow down approach here, but Cortesia not anticipating that Shy is already onto that off-angle approach. Mid-control has entirely cruised. Smokes fading.
Wow, they caught
away,
them.
looking for the fight again.
Wow.
There might be
And they have B.
Just from seemingly nowhere.
Oh!
Addison's still there with that gun. Look at it. You see the heads?
Wait, that's kind of nice.
They
That's
thought
kind
he
of nice by
teleported out
MIBR.
Hours ago. What a fumble from Crew in this round.
Chaotic Kesnit trying to do the most now in this spot in a 1v3. Time to util in your face. Lined it up. 9 bullets remaining. Steps forwards and past that C's, but
Damn.
not past the gunfire. It might be our find that 12.
A little bit of a gift, this one, because that B hit did not go the way that they were expecting it to. But the re-exploration through mid, timing missed by Crew, shots missed by Crew, and now attack
Pause.
timeout of their own. Gotta give massive props, though, to Fraud, I think, for recovering this game.
Yeah.
Never seen attack timeout have so much value, honestly. The MIBR adjustments that they made to stop doing the slow 1-3-1 defaulting and start hitting B much more at the start of the rounds. It's worked wonders. It's actually got MIBR into a winning position. 2 massively important rounds on the board. Now, the Crew coach, Adam's got to find a way of responding himself. But they need 4 on the trot.
It's going to be tricky, especially with the way that MIBR are going right now.
One of the things that I saw them doing last time they were playing on Corrode in the offseason was that they were running the fade on B. I quite like that because against a fast hit, you've got the C's to just throw down in the choke point. And that doesn't work as well against Ardazine if he's going to be
Is it attack sided or
flashing
defense
himself in.
sided?
It would kinda stop
Defense.
everybody else in their tracks.
I guess.
Instead, Melzer's been holding much more towards mid to start these rounds. Rather than playing a sight anchor, he's there to help Dante and take space.
Ominous.
My first time watching it.
I mean, that, again, this is what happens. when you
Cameraman
mess
better
with
watch
the
out.
tactics.
What's up with the
Yeah,
ad
that's what we're
shirt?
saying.
They're starting a new
Brother,
religion.
is that an ad?
Open up.
They're also, I mean, that stuff looks powerful. I don't know what it is, but it looks powerful.
It might be all grouped up now. This is 5 players.
It's a
out
free
towards
ad,
A
I
main.
guess.
I think anticipating that Crew would make adjustments.
Then why
maybe
did I
move
just
the
buy
Vicer
5 Civics?
over towards B to shore up the gap. Hasn't. Shy's still here. Clone. Broken, but I think the wall.
I guess I'm shooting my shot for Hunter to
triggered
sponsor
anyway,
me.
So Shy's not going to have that anymore.
You guys think I sell you a car?
Nightfall though, it's primed and ready. Burner's going to let this one loose now, trying to make it forwards once more with the Thorns and a Paranoia. Enough to try and stop them forwards. Addison's just TP'd all the way forwards. Kesnit cleans
I need
him
you guys
up.
to say yes to make the sponsor
Kesnit
happen.
going for even more.
That's
Just
just
spam into the
spam.
corner.
That is just spam.
He's feeling himself as well. Steps up for the fight. MIBR. Slap down. Just Cortesia and Shanum left alive, and it's a deep flank occurring. Mazzino is tightening that net.
Mazzino can't afford to die here.
Shannon was even watching for it. But
Wow.
Mazzino, yeah,
Pretty lovely.
potent with the aim.
This team are shooters. In fact, both teams that you've got out here are shooters.
Yeah.
The first of 4 that Crew need in order to take us to overtime. And already putting pressure actually on MMBR's economy. There's 2 players out here that can't buy. Take a look at how this one happened. Ardazine getting really deep past the Vice utility, hoping that he'd be able to backstab. I think himself even maybe getting lost in the source there a little. Kesnit turned around and dealt with him. They're trying to do the follow-up combo that they ran previously, where the fade ult takes away noise cues, and Ardazine is in. And now MMBR, back to the well. Let's go B again.
Yeah, pressure over towards B. Nade rebounds just to clear up most of the util. Aspas is now just 2 away from that momentum. The ult on his side, potentially there with a showstopper.
No, ChatGPT pasta or some real opinion.
A fake over towards B. MMBR early round making it look like it's B, and then.
But I watched the 100D's video. We're like halfway through. We're talking about the podcast.
I could count on my hand, I think, the amount of fights that they've taken. Just
You need to do a closet tour. Let's see what other wild clothes you have.
This game has just been back and forth, just trying to dissect and take map control. Flash forwards.
Can you guys dress me?
Tool, yeah. Forwards again, though, but that's going to be a haunt and a good response towards your back. Paranoia blinded up near
Oh,
sighted, revealed, and you have to evacuate. Just being sprayed down, spammed down. Aspas gonna take up that space once more, and he's got the kill he needed. That's a record broken and an ulti.
Oh!
In towards the wall, saved. Melza, the blink of an eye.
They have a
Aspas may have broken
match
records,
point.
but MIBR hoping that they've cracked open a side enough for a take towards it. A side's theirs, Plants committed, but doubled up now. Crew
Cortesia.
trying to let anything slip. Off angle from good.
Woo!
Delivers the death blow.
Only 1 rifle between the 2 of them. Cortesia doubles up. Aspas as well, hitting that kill record. 2,500 kills across Americas. Rebounding to be the top fragger in this game after his only bad tournament at an international ever. That's why they call him the GOAT.
Consistency just been a trait of his for so damn long, and now first player to really set that record across all international leagues.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible stuff, isn't it? MIBR were the better team here on Corrode, and I love that timeout that was called by Fraud. Really important, meaningful change to how they were approaching things on their attack side. Definitely work to be done for both squads, I think, in terms of how they want to approach their attack in general. And also, I just want to see more from Dante.
Absolutely, yeah. We're going to be stepping away, of course. Plenty more action left to come, but GB and the analyst desk are going to be breaking it all down. Map number
T1
1,
Doc.
so do not go anywhere.
All right. We're running ads for 3 minutes here, so everyone watching the ads, would you like us to wait for you to start the documentary? Yes, no, no, yes. All right, let's do the mini crossword.
Reach your impossible with the AI-powered Legion Pro 7i, Lenovo Legion.
근데 잘 메꿨어요.
그 연막샷 조심해야 돼요.
이쪽 질러야 돼요.
That's right.
긁는 거 조심해야 돼요.
굴덕 다이아나치 하나. 자 내려가면서 크루즈가 잡아냅니다. 결국 탈론의 승리. 첫 번째 맵 아이스박스 탈론이 가져갑니다.
아 존나 말 안 되는 게
왜 이리 쫄아있어?
라인을 왜 이렇게 쉽게 줘?
어?
봐. 아니 쟤네 플래시 없다며. 너 알잖아. 쟤네 옐로우 제트대시 탔을 때 아무도 안 들어오잖아 같이. 네가 옐로우 잡을 생각 안 하냐? 왜 한 번도? 라인
상대가
줘.
테오 드론 쓰지. 우리가 부셔서. 그럼 상대 뭐 해야 돼? 옐로우 리콘 꽂아야 되잖아. 그거 깨. 그럼 걔 제트로 대시만 타지 뭘 할 수 있어 걔가.
킬류가 A 백사이드 들어가 있어. 근데
그러니까 이게 말이 안 되긴 해.
아니 이렇게
왜 쫄아있는지 모르겠는데 좀 쫄아있지 좀 말아봐.
이렇게 하면 절대 못 이겨. 아 그래라. 라인을 진짜 주지 마. 왜?
Holy fuck, they're actually ganging up on him. They've got him centered in the circle and they're all just flaming him. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but fuck.
대초라. 니들 총은 쐈냐 영수가 오늘?
Oh my god. Nah, okay, I will say it's gone too far. I agree. I know I was like defending a little bit, but I think it's gone too far at this point. They're actually ganging up on him. They're actually ganging up on him.
이번 판 수비 때 그걸 왜 안 쏘냐고. 네가 총을 잘 쏘는데.
근데 그렇게 됐으면은 누구라도 불렀어야 돼 형이. 쟤네가 저렇게 편하게 못하게.
근데 그건 좀 나중에 말하고.
W Carpe on to the next map.
어차피 근데 헤이브는 내 방금 말한 대로 그런 식으로 플레이하면 진짜 지긴 하거든.
진짜 오늘 이렇게 하면 아무도 못 이겨 퍼시픽에서 얘들아.
근데
진짜
헤이브는
뭐라도 해야 돼.
우리가 지금 이주와 많이 하기도 했고 솔직히 경우의 수 같은 거 솔직히 많이 만나봐서 이렇게까지는 될 거라고 생각 안 하긴 하거든.
우리가 지금 원래 하던 거만큼 콜도 안 나오고 자신감이 없잖아. 라인 짓는 게 그치? 근데 그 이유가 내가 생각해봐야 간단한 게 우리는 이거 저도 어차피 3시드야. 2시드 3시드라 어차피 우리는 이거 저도. 근데 쟤네는 지면 끝 이겨야 3, 4시드 노린 거란 말이야. 쟤들이 더 긴장을 해야 되잖아. 쟤들은 지들 게임 하잖아. 근데 우리 왜 못하냐고. 우리 부담 느낄 수 있는 게 하나도 없는데. 그러니까 내가 아박 공격은 진짜 야 우리가 못해서 졌다 생각해. 연습도 안 돼 있고. 그래서 그건 진짜 괜찮거든 얘들아. 어차피 스크림도 안 됐고 공격은 이 조합 바꾸고 나서 그건 진짜 뭐라 안 할 텐데 수비 때 이런 거 안 된 거는 진짜 원래 니들 스크림 절대 그렇게 안 하잖아. 자신감 있게 하잖아. 심지어 이 전에 있던 대회에서 니들 해줬던 거야. 다 콜도 해주고. 근데 오늘 안 됐잖아. 이걸 한번 고민해봐 진짜. 이렇게 되면 안 돼.
우리가 져도 되는 상황인데 왜 우리가 더 지는 걸 무서워하냐. 나 진짜 답답해 진짜 이렇게 하다가.
그러니까 라인 진짜 시켜주지 마. 니들 에임이 이렇게 좋은데 총 못 쏘주면 억울하지 않냐 얘들아.
그래 자신감 있게 파이팅 파이팅 파이팅. 이거 오는 거 알았는데 너 맞았잖아 계속.
우리 피스톨 안 보고
파이팅 파이팅.
피스톨 봐.
헤이브는 우리 맵이고
Damn.
지금 전 세계가 제일 인정하는 팀이잖아 우리가. 진짜 이 맵만큼은 같은 모습 보여주지 말자 얘들아. 자신 있게 하자.
아 이기자 진짜 간절하지나 좀 다시
자신감이 제일 중요해. 자신감. 남자는 자신감이야 진짜 얘들아. 제발 그 얘기 좀 하면서 해봐. 콜하면서 이제.
간절해야 돼 우리 진짜로.
자 찍어줄게 데려가자. 네.
야 여기 블라 얘기한다. 데리고 갔어 오면 데리고 갔어. 야 윈도우 있다 얘들아. 윈도우 떨어진다.
미드로
제 백사.
형 B 앞에 둘 조심해야 돼. B 앞에 태호 요로 있었어.
야 필. 야 백사 조심. 백사요로. 잘할게 얘들아.
사이트 안쪽에서
나온 거 조심. 백사 나온 거 조심 이미. 가라지 않아. 태우.
설치 안 됐어요?
오, stacks.
그래도 스택스가 마무리 짓네요.
나이스. 영섭이 형 정신 차려. 나이스. 렛츠고. 알고 있었지? 줘봐. 괜찮아. 집중하자. 오케이? 오케이.
자 전번에 마지막 라운드 그래도 T1이 가져가면서 7대 5까지는 맞춰놓고 있습니다.
자 심호흡 3번만 해라. 다 같이.
사실 1세트 지고 나서 분위기가 많이 안 좋았고 게임을 하면 할수록
He's getting bullied for sure. Chat, he's definitely getting bullied. Is Sylvan like the new inexperienced guy on the team? Yes or no? He's like the rookie of the team. I mean, it's like can I say it's classic? Like the vets, the core bullying the new guy. I've asked it 1,000 times. I just didn't read the answer. It's kind of classic, no? Why are we flaming the rookie during the match? I get it. I don't think it should be happening either. But I feel like does this happen in real sports too? Probably no. Like, or no. Like, you think LeBron James is flaming his teammates in practice or in matches where like, nah, probably not. Yes? Kobe and Jordan are for sure. So like, so what do we think about it? Like, it's fucked, but it's okay. Because I'm trying to make the point that like Buzz is like the vet of the team, the most experienced player on the team. Like, he probably does have the right ideas for most of these situations. He probably is right. He shouldn't be untouchable, but he kind of is. Like Buzz, Stacks, and Meteor, those three. Also, I don't know. Like I said, this reminds me of the most when I was on MIBR when we had Cold, Fallen, and Fur, who are like fucking insanely like winning players, and then me and Stu came in. I mean, honestly, you could say it was a little similar, but where I was but like I don't know, I don't know, but I didn't take it that way. They're just trying to make me play better, you know. Stop justifying it. I'm not justifying it. I think it sucks for Sylvan, but I get it. I just don't. I just feel like it's not worth breaking up the team over it. But maybe I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Like I said, dude. If I've played with many toxic players on my teams, and I feel like I would deal with it or like make it work if they were good. Like I would not care. Like I would try to make it work.
저희의 게임이 너무 읽히는 것 같고 그리고 확실히 우리를 분석을 했구나라는 게 느껴져가지고
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying it's tolerable. Like I don't think it's to the point where it's not tolerable. I don't think it's ideal. Obviously, it's not ideal, but I don't think it's not tolerable. Like I think you can still work around it, or like it could be a situation where you have a talk with Buzz, like, hey, like maybe we're going a little too hard on Sylvan. I just don't. I get why it would be perceived as toxic. I get why it's perceived as toxic, but I don't think it's the end of the world. It's just it just feels like Buzz, for example, is very competitive, and like he just says things as he sees things, like very blunt, and he's not holding back because he wants to win so bad. And like Sylvan is more of a passive personality a little bit, it feels like, and he kind of gets a lot of shit probably because he's the newer guy, and the vets and the core, they probably don't go as hard on each other because they just know each other better. So that's what it feels like, but I don't think it's the end of the world.
얘들 지금 A 안 먹고 하니까 게임 답답해서 지금 못 하는 것 같거든. 지금 A 먹을 확률.
I tried to explain this, everyone got mad, so I gave up.
그냥 A 세면 다른 데서 뭐 해줘, 땡겨주든지 밀든지.
Excuse to be an asshole? Dude, like I said, it's not that crazy. It's really not that crazy, bro. I don't think it's that crazy.
오퍼각 일단 다 지우는 특별 배송과 중력 구물이었고.
자, 근데 이거 C로 돌릴 겁니다.
돌려요.
이거 요로 타죠. 예, 갑니다. 그러니까 이거를
I'm a sensitive guy, and I don't think it's that crazy. I would, but I feel like I don't know. But I also feel like I would defend myself or speak up if I'm getting bullied. But at the same time, maybe Sylvan should have spoke up a little bit more, or someone should have spoke up for him. But I don't know if maybe Sylvan is fine about it, bro. Maybe he's not even affected by it. Like he's getting, maybe it's not even like, it's like whatever to him. Maybe it doesn't need, like, maybe to Sylvan it's whatever.
정사명 씌우면은 케이지 켜주니까 형 앞라인 써.
시동 하나. 쇼크. 이 앞에 하나. 다시 땡겨줄 수 있어, 우주야.
He ain't on the team anymore? I mean, I don't know what happened there.
없는 것 같아.
자, 땡겼어.
자, 이러면 2주 버틸 수
들어왔다, 그냥 끼 온다.
블라인 깠어.
뺑 하나 더.
뒤를 열고 들어갑니다. 뒷보이까지 킬로그. 냉정한 판단을 하는 스택스입니다. 이제 탈론 매치 포인트로 갑니다. 스코어 12대.
The victim usually doesn't speak up. Am I being paid to watch this documentary? What? You have to remember that these match days are 3 hours long and these are 3-second clips. This dude probably doesn't even remember after the next round starts. Looks worse in the document. Nah, I mean, I think I could see Sylvain being affected by it. I just don't know how much is affecting him. I do think it is affecting him a little bit. I think it's overall not good for his confidence. But I feel like we might be blowing it out of proportion a little bit. Like, but I do see it like definitely being heavily ganged up on. I get that. He is for sure. It's not a great team dynamic. Like someone in this room has to realize like, hey, we're ganging up on Sylvan. Like that is not like lighting up in anyone's head. And I feel like that part of it is a little surprising to me because I think to me it would be obvious this guy's being targeted. One thing that's bad without question is seeing some of the random comments mid-match and that can't be justified. Yeah, the game is starting. Fuck. Dude, we watched 1 minute of the fucking video.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I agree. That's true as fuck. I think seeing like, are you shooting your gun in the middle of the match is crazy. That's true as fuck. That's really bad. I agree.
Moving forwards though. Different direction for MIBR.
Like any like disagreement about a play during a match should definitely be after.
Swings coming from absolutely everywhere. Crew popping out.
Unless it's like a
seemingly
quick
nowhere,
one,
but still
I don't
Head's
know.
gonna be rolling.
Like especially if you're
Last
flaming,
pass
but
alongside Verno finally put in his tracks and
Cam,
Aspas
fuck.
down. Very weak, skipping around, just trying to survive as long as he possibly can, trying to buy some time as well. He's doing the most at this instance. Kesnet finally shuts this guy down. Shanum. That's what I was just trying to buy time for him. 3 bullets left. And
never getting off the fence, am I? Well, like I'm riding both sides. I am riding both sides though. I think it is toxic, but I also think it's not that bad. Is that so bad to say? I don't know. I am on both sides. It is toxic, but I don't think it's that bad.
And then once the pressure came onto A, they immediately turned it into being
like I think it's blown out of proportion, but I understand why it could be perceived as toxic. I don't think it's like the end of the world.
Kesnet and Dante can both collapse on you with Shy, with Mazzino. So I like how varied their setup was and how they quickly transitioned from one into another.
A big opener here for Crew.
I don't know. It's definitely not good though. Like the coach is seeing, it's not good still. Like I agree, he's being ganged up on.
I'd like to see as well a better beginning for Dante because that prior map was not it.
It's not good for his confidence. It's true.
And this would be a map to get started. You can see the Crew just in general looking like they want to take the fight to MIBR. They were doing a couple of like aggressive plays on defense on Corrode, but already here you're seeing in both of the rounds.
You can't criticize your teammates without being a dickhead. Maybe team-based games aren't for you. Nah, dude. You would be surprised, bro. First of all, we're all fucking like socially awkward fucking nerds that game 12 hours a day. We all have like different personalities, to say the least. Most of us don't know how to communicate to each other, and to be honest, it usually be the guys that are the most cracked that are the most toxic players. So I don't think that's true at all. If you're a dickhead, you can't be in a team. I think that you have to work on it.
You're right. It's heavily
Who's we? We what?
This time around.
Yeah, much more. And also based around.
I agree, but you'd be surprised most pros do not know.
And that's a nice way for Kesnet to take control of some of the timing, some of the tempo, which you can't
how to
really do
like
from
work in a
smokes
team
as much.
environment.
You got a paranoia, but you're not controlling the pace of the game in the same way that Kesnet usually does. Here, he completely can.
It doesn't take that much brain power to be kind. You guys don't get it, bro. I'm not sure what to say. I don't know how to explain this, but
Overhead, trying to clear up most of the way towards Market Dante. It's a missed shot.
Everyone, I don't, dude, there's.
Finally, the drone with a tag.
Explain it.
We'll have to respect that much. Shock darts coming in. That's long-range artillery. There's a fight to be taken, but is that a judge I'm seeing? Yes, it is, and is revealed.
Good alarm.
It might be really easy for you to talk to someone or be nice to someone, but for someone else, they don't even have that thought in their head. Like that doesn't exist, maybe, or like to not be a dickhead. Like they just say things as they see things. They don't even process like someone else's emotions, like because it's not even a factor in their mind. So like that's why I'm trying to say like.
Kesnet for backup, quite far off in heaven.
Especially for pro gamers that spend a lot of times indoors gaming.
Spike not committed.
It's not so uncommon for us to like make those sacrifices to our social cues that don't exist. But that's the best way I can explain it.
Heads though to be popped off, spam through the wall, damage. Certainly done. He's softened. Has to play it back. As that door breaks, the shock dart is released. Again, just
30 seconds left.
Spraying and praying, I think, from either side as flashes into your face.
You don't get a pass to be a dick because you're great at something. That behavior still needs to be addressed, man. I agree with you. I just don't think people. I agree. You don't get the pass, but at the same time, you do, bro. If you're fucking really good, you're gonna get the pass. I promise you, there's hella weird personalities that are on teams because they're so fucking good. But they get weeded out eventually, probably.
An extension into the round. Crew are happy to take it. Round 3 for their bonus. Double up. Take it safely and with discipline.
Big bonus round for Crew to get online. Melzer getting value there, hopping up like a.
I'm not saying it should be accepted. I'm not saying it's good.
He was in a couple of good positions with the judge that round.
I'm just saying that's how it is, dude.
Him out of that aggressive position at B main that Crew had put him into, and then still finds value after he's dropped back. Oh, Dante getting 2 this round, but what is that?
Yeah.
Aspas gets deleted.
Marshall. the best guns in the game, in my opinion.
Okay. Are you doing stuff like that regularly?
You'd be surprised.
But I
mean,
do
maybe
think
not
if you
Valorant,
have a
maybe
weird
not
personality or
Valorant
you're hard to
class
work
pass.
with, unless you're actually fucking really insane, then most teams won't take you. Like they would rather go with the guy that they can actually build chem with and like communicate with. That's maybe
Yeah, look to offset that.
like
They're not going in this direction either.
Zeno.
like most teams want to play with guys they could actually like
Paranoid
fucking be
glides
around.
forwards. MIBR trying to
Unless
go
you're
full speed
actually
ahead.
fucking insane.
Full throttle.
But that's like also rare where you're that good that they'll put up with it. But there is players like that. I'm not gonna name those players because that's not my place to say that. But there are players like that where it doesn't matter.
Lighten up these MIBR players, calling for the pause now forwards. A refight from Kesnet does not go the way he was hoping. But tuck tight.
Is this 4-0 crew?
Close
It
to
is.
that corner, finally spotted out and rooted out, and they just notice Shenham's last alive. Not long for the world. 4 rounds in a row for crew. They have not been slowing it down. It's been proactive from them on the defense. Always making sure that MIBR are uncomfortable.
Big dart as well there, right?
Yeah.
Very well played by Mazzino. Good timing for it. Saving it, not using it early round, waiting until MIBR are committed through the choke point.
What kind of behavior are we talking about?
Sova probably gonna have to be played fairly often by Mazzino.
There's just so much. I don't know, like, whether it's someone's toxic or whether it's like someone
I
like
would imagine it's Mazzino's job to get onto that. It's his
probably
ninth
toxic
most played
or
agent. He's not. I mean, he's an initiator.
it's usually
right?
just
But he's
toxic.
normally
I
a
would
flash
say,
initiator, a flex player. You see him play in the harbor or the breach.
or
that
just
kind of
weird.
stuff.
But I don't know. I would say it's usually toxic.
As comfortable
For me, my
on
teammates,
Sova
I had toxic
doing a
teammates
decent
that it's
job
like
here.
whatever.
Yeah, there's going to be that adjustment period, I think, when you introduce a new player and the roles.
Well, the roles are still
around.
fluid, aren't they? Because
Yeah.
we're seeing Melzer play Initiator map 1. Then he's
Do you
back
think someone's
onto
hygiene
smokes.
ever affects a team?
I don't know what.
I
they're
never
gonna
seen
play
a player
Payton,
get
but I
kicked
would
for
imagine
hygiene.
Double duelist again. So probably a similar kind of setup. I don't know. There's about half the maps in the pool I think you can play double duelist on, and the others, maybe Kesnit's the perma smokes player. It's an intriguing look for crew. We are learning so much about all of these teams that have made shifts and changes coming into stage 2, because champs is on the horizon if you can just make them work.
MIBR back end of that timeout, looking to see if they can put a stop to the rounds.
All
that have
right,
been built up.
this
You have
is
guns in
turning
your
into like a
hands
Q&A right now, so I'm gonna just.
I'm going to do some damage with them. Interesting.
Otherwise, I'm not
tricks
gonna
there.
watch a single round.
Whoever's going for switch is going to be very upset.
When you hit the second one.
Yeah, when you hit a second, you're like, what is this guy doing? All grouped up though. It's an early ultimate. Kesnet's going to be using that dimensional drift. Gets the info. TP's back over towards A, and he's looking to try and reinforce this one all the way through. It's a updraft dash all the way up, and again that dart and a reveal, and just a heavy spray to bullets.
They did hit the second one.
Yep, they did. Artisan's just okay. Head in your hands moment. Spike's going to be dropped down into the open, but the door can still be dropped, and the switch is hit. But players are surrounding you. Crew are fully grouped up, all 5 of them. On the site, ready for the retake, and potentially ready for this lurk play to occur. Quarters, yeah, he's found it, Shy. Go on and finish, and now
Bro, if you guys honestly
towards the
actually
back.
heard the full comms
knows
of
he
these
just
teams
play his
playing,
life here.
that's the last
It's
thing I'm
gonna
gonna
be
say.
that
You
wraparound
guys
now,
would think
so
everyone is
he's only got
toxic,
the
no
jump
joke.
shot. An open
Based off
doors
of what
one,
I'm
it's
like
uncomfortable.
seeing the
MIBR
reaction,
fighting a war on
I
multiple
guarantee
fronts.
you guys would think every team has a toxic player. Like no joke. You guys would probably point out a toxic player on every single team. So like, that's why I think it's being blown out of proportion a little bit, but I do think he's being ganged up on pretty hard
They would
still.
have actually been able to commit to the retake properly. And
He
it would
still
have given
is.
them an upgrade from the judge. That is a nasty 2K. Using the movement.
Was I toxic? I'm not toxic. I was not toxic. I say that for a fact.
And this one
I
went a
was
bit of a
vibe
45.
guy, glue guy. But
Dante picks up the off.
that doesn't really matter.
We're looking for
But no,
big
like I said, you guys would think everyone is toxic, or not every team is toxic. I guarantee it.
It's already called for. Aspas has the Blade Storm out into his hands, and Shanum
hell?
hard commits, hard sticks
All
us in
right,
the back of the
all right.
sight.
Now we can move
A
on.
into a TP into B, and now you've got to go and root him out.
Layers to it. There's chaos.
Left side.
Oh, he's just smoking out to the open. Shanum opened himself up, and Kesnet. Feel like all the kills I've seen from this guy been through smokes this entire game. Add another one to the list and tally it all up. Don't get another one, actually. I was lying. It could have been.
Dante picks off Verno with a really aggressive peek.
You
all
can't
the way
win with
out
a
through
toxic
Cat,
guy in the team.
utilizing that chaos in B main. And it really
Low
was
key.
chaos.
But you guys don't get it, bro.
Full
Like,
A-fake. Paranoia
I'm telling you
used in
guys,
A main, by
it's
the way,
every
right
team
at the
is.
beginning of the round to push Dante off the line with the op. And
Not
Shadow
every team, but most teams have a toxic
TPs
guy,
in the B,
dude.
but I don't know
I
what
would
he was
Gary,
doing
I
out
would
in the
even,
open
I would
smoking.
put money on every team
And
having a
just
toxic
not
guy,
thinking that
one
Shadow
way
would
or
go for a
another.
reclear.
Potentially smoking across in mid so that his team could get over towards B. But
Yeah, but you can smoke while you're hiding.
If we're basing it off
don't
that,
have to move around.
every team, I guarantee you, bro.
Aspas.
You just don't
Nice
know
his hand, 30
because
seconds left with a spike
you just don't know. You're not in
his
it.
lap. I don't want to count him out because he looks like he might want to go for things.
Now, of course, MIBR are not going to win a 2v5
Doesn't make it okay,
here,
though?
right?
There's no way. He's not
Look,
winning
I'm
this
just
now.
saying that I mean, I don't actually know,
just gonna be
but I just
set
feel like that's
again.
how it is. Like in a competitive
It actually might be
environment, like
decent
shit gets
for him to do
heated.
a little bit of economic
People get
damage.
toxic,
Would be
but it's
one
like
player,
fine
Shadow,
unless you take it too
who
far
would struggle
or
to
you're like
buy.
too crazy. I think
Of
it's
course,
fine.
Aspas, having already used
Shit
his
gets
knives in this
heated.
round,
It's okay.
might be in a bit
As
of
long as you're not going fucking crazy and like you
pickle
can like
if
reset or like
everyone went
understand.
down. So instead, they choose to save. But that is going to allow Crew to build up their economy even further. Get further and further away from having to take an eco of their own.
This is definitely too far though. The
Dante.
T1 one.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
made a nice little
it's
play
probably
in the
close to
mid-round
too far.
there, getting aggro on the peek out through Cat. Don't know if
He's
we'll
getting
catch it in
ganged
the
up on by
replay.
everybody. It feels like.
Yeah, here. So
I mean, it's not like crazy far, but it's.
utilizing
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
information and the game knowledge that they were going and pressuring B at that
I just don't
point,
like that
so,
he's being ganged up on
you know,
single-handedly
finding a
by
little bit of
every single
confidence,
person.
which I
It
think has
feels
been
like,
lacking somewhat from him so far.
and no one is pointing it out.
Entirely his fault.
But yeah.
Wasn't really being set up the best, I think, when he was playing Neon on the prior map. But again, looking to square up and take a fight out towards Cat, hoping that he can catch sightline or a body peeking out wide. In fact, even being supported, it's a turret broken, and it's a bait and switch, really. Dante's got that dash active. Can't hit it, though. Jump spot's good awareness. Heads up by Verno.
That was a three-player hold in mid. Mazzino making sure that nobody could peek from top mid. And now MIBR go back and re-clear this area. They need to make sure that Crew have not left anybody, deposited somebody in a cheeky little spot. And Kesnet would be the main offender.
Yeah, he's forwards. Wants to take a fight with his clone taking point. And just TP's back. Out of dodge here. He has given up a bit of space towards Tree, but instantly filling it back up.
This does feel like a nightmare for MIBR to play
Spikes
against.
down at tiles.
Yeah.
And
You're
they've got-
just constantly worried that Kesnet or Dante is going to be peeking you on some kind of aggro timing.
Shot to the dome. Survives by the wall here, Kesnet. Oh, he's not shy. He's trying to get it scrappy.
This looks
He's an
really
ult
bad
as
from
well,
the
a
Magyar.
supplement trying to help him out. Aspas. Full connection, full sticking, and he's just...
Oh, the res and the trade.
Shot in the dark, straight through the smoke. Aspas.
Smoke's down.
But the spike
Tough.
is so far away. Mazzino could cut it off.
Mazzino could cut it all the way off as well, and straight through the back of the side. They cannot even get in. Trying to step into this one. Cortesia with just seconds to
Oh!
spare.
Wait, he hurt
He's
him.
there, but now he's dead. 6-1 is Crew. It's dominant from them.
It's lovely watching Kesnet work the map on Yoru here. I guess he doesn't really have to be the AWPer. He doesn't have to be the focus of attention, but he gets to weave in and out.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere, and he's constantly disrespecting utility.
I wonder who the
timings,
least toxic top
and
team in the
looking to try
world
to
is.
get up in
But
your
we have
face.
no idea.
And here,
I don't
fighting on
know.
an off angle, catching out a Z. Obviously, eventually punished
Probably
there by
PRX,
Aspas,
maybe. I don't know.
but I like how much pressure he's applying. MIBR are constantly worried about getting peaked.
Oh, straight back into it. This is fast. There's a paranoia. That might be our forward.
We just don't know, chat. I just feel like there's no way for us to know unless we're actually getting full comms.
That was because
But even then, I still think there's always a toxic guy on every
cage in your
team.
face, plenty of
Maybe,
players looking to see if they can
maybe I've
receive
just been on the wrong
without
teams,
being
but no, I don't
given
think so.
trouble. Hunter's Fury being used in
Everyone
the
gets
spawn.
toxic, bro, in a competitive environment, one way or another,
Damage
dude.
done. MIBR
Most people
barely
do,
get
at least.
themselves
Not
in.
everyone.
Tight gap to squeeze.
All right, I need to
through,
drop it
taking all
because I
the
keep
damage into
talking
the
about it.
process. 5v5 onto the retake. Crew gearing up.
Two players.
I'm like
in
stun
B
locked right now, hard.
Melzer alone on the flank, or at least threatening it.
Breaking that turret down already, just pressure mounting.
The match is low-key one-sided as fuck, though.
Here we go,
Oh.
fight to be taken. Aspas, he just wins it out onto the lane, immediately backs himself out and away!
3v3.
One adjustment, the players, Crew, going to be ready for it, but now they have to deal with these backside players.
No paranoia, no
Need to root them.
util.
Time's ticking away as well. That pressure's
They're
going to be
low.
mounting onto Crew's shoulders.
Big
Trying to
kill.
square up and take those
Spam.
fights again, but rifles in hand.
Time?
Ticking,
Half time.
and he's on it.
Yeah, he's got plenty of it to work with. Beautiful there from Kesnet again. The weaponry was better for Crew in this round. Only a couple of players from MIBR even had rifles, but once they got into the site and Aspas won that fight at lane, I thought they had it.
Yeah.
this fight really felt like it could have been the difference.
Even
maker.
Ludwig became toxic when he's
Players chose to make
competitive.
Timing out through the smoke and went 1 for 2. And then you've got a player with a Guardian, a player with a Sheriff. Not enough weaponry to work with, and MIBR take a timeout down 7-1.
The vibe here compared to Demon One's opinion and watches the doc is night and day. What do you mean? Demon One was like agreeing, like Demon One was saying he's gonna knock Buzz out or something, right?
Give up on the map.
Yeah. But we know that
What does that
Seng
mean
can
though?
be
Like,
super defense-sided.
he thinks
I
it was
also
very
think
toxic.
Dante and Kesnit, actually, they might be maniacs on the attack side too. It's,
They
it's
could
hard to
just
know.
be running it down.
It is hard to know. Kesnit's 12-3 currently, so if they've got something cooked up on the attack side, it could be really fun to watch. Listen, I'm kind of rooting for MIBR to bounce back off the back of this just so that we can see the attack side from Dante Kesnit. But at the moment, dire straits for MIBR. They need another great
You think it's clip
timeout
farming
from
though?
Prod, similar
I
to
don't
what
think
we
he's
saw
clip
at
farming.
Corona.
I think he's just saying whatever.
He did make the right adjustment. Took them away from playing that slower default style into just focusing on one side. But this time, MIBR, they haven't actually been stuck
What
in
the
a rut.
fucking chill, bro? It's
They've been doing a little bit
7-1.
of slow default
Calm
defense
down,
style.
man.
You know,
It's
absorbing
gonna
a
be
bit of
okay,
aggression,
dude.
going to reclear it
It's
mid.
fucking
But
7-1. What are
they
we
have
locking in
also
for?
Tried to just do some pops into A and B, of which like one A pop.
Is
has
my
worked.
chat toxic to me? Low key, yes.
Stuff to correct.
I would like to make it more positive in here, but it's hard because I'm too negative on myself.
Very hard indeed.
I condone the
MIBR, though, looking to
toxicity.
see They can just open up the A side here. They're all grouped up. There's no slow default, no spreading out. Knife broken, dealt with. Oh my, leaping in forwards. Artisan is bait on the end of a stick for a.
It's a map 3 angle, no? Am I toxic to my chat?
His way into a corner to dart up towards overhead.
I don't think so.
How would this fight be
I'm only
taken?
toxic to the
Posture
people
off.
that are
They've got
actually
Kesnit's
being super
here,
mean.
So at least got the teleport to potentially escape.
I'm toxic to
watching it.
myself.
Trained eyes on him. At least onto the wine position. Expecting like it could be there. And Kesnit's taking
Tarek, what would you
some
do if your
close
teammates
things.
said, can you even shoot after your whiff?
Such great.
I was like, can you suck my
As long as
dick?
he doesn't get punished here by Shano.
But I would defend myself if it actually got
He
pissed.
had great info in this round. I'm not sure he needed it, but there you go.
Just trying to set up Dante, I think, back up onto the line. Paranoia. Let's get a near
But,
side
like-
here. He clashes onto Kesnit. Where the hell is he? He's in enemy lines, man.
Spike down mid.
Aspas takes out Dante and Kesnit.
I know I'm continuing to
Dynamic
yap,
duo.
but I feel like if someone said it to me and I was actually like bothering me, then I would say something, you know?
You got team paranoid, I think.
I would be like,
Oh, that's
you're actually
correct.
tilting me. You gotta stop
I mean,
that shit.
MIBR though,
They've stalled out again.
I just
Yeah,
feel like
there's-
Sylvan's personality is a little
they
different.
really don't have much going on.
No, it's lackluster.
A 2v3, they don't have much map
30
control.
seconds
The
left.
players are split up, separated.
Would I say that if I'm a rookie?
Shy still has full
I don't
util.
know. I think so, but I don't know.
It's a tough round.
I was lucky
Shy
enough
would
to
have
be
make
around
a mistake, or MIBR
I
would
guess-
have to hit a beautiful shot.
level-headed teammates to start
Trying
off.
to make it go, and you mentioned it. Shy has full util. Cage has popped up. Aspas is left alone with only 10 seconds to spare here.
You guys stop
Tries to
talking about
adjust
this?
it. The aim at the last
Nah.
second, but Shy
I'm
is
gonna keep
too
talking about it.
sharp.
Fuck it. Let's talk about it more. What else can we talk about it?
Artazine here is still sat on a goose egg, by the way.
Who was
Zero
toxic on
kills after
C9 when I
9
played
rounds.
CS back then? I ain't
It's
answering
not his
shit.
fault that they're losing. You can't blame just a single
Was Steve
player.
ever
But I think that's
toxic?
just
No, the
indicative of
fuck?
how rough it's been
I
out
ain't
here
answering
for
shit.
MIBR. A lot of these rounds are just getting. I mean,
Nah,
what
Stu
is
is.
it?
Yeah, I mean, he get a little toxic sometimes, but it's all good. He's just
Jumps through,
competitive. I
and
get
the
it.
others swing through.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not a big deal. He's just very competitive. That's why I don't think it's that bad. I just don't like that everyone's ganging up on him like one person.
Yeah, you can do if you like, but at the end of
But
the day,
even,
you're gonna have to
I
try
don't
to
know,
scale
yeah.
it.
That's why, like I said,
Jumping through
yeah.
and then having people swing is really reasonable. I mean, this round they do it, right?
Sending it again. Kesnit.
Look, that's why I truly do believe that every team has toxicity.
Tearing him asunder.
This match is over, by the way.
16
I truly do
and
believe it because if I was to
Dante
think about
gets
all my
involved
teams
as
I've been
well.
on, all 7 of them, there was
Over towards
toxic
B.
players on all of
He
them.
gets one.
It's another round.
On
we're gonna be
every
waiting for
single
a
team
minute
I've been on,
15
there is
seconds.
toxic
Yeah.
players.
Yeah,
So
you got,
I think every team
been reading
has
any
toxic
good books
players. That's
lately?
my
I have. I don't
final
wanna
stance
spoil
on
them,
it.
but I have. Yeah.
I guarantee you, if we got the fucking VOD of any team in VCT,
has been
got their
rough
listenings
out
for
here
a
for
full
MLBR.
match, you guys would think they're toxic as fuck,
Good
at
job
least
they
one
won on
person.
Corrode,
I
because
guarantee you, I'll
we
bet
wouldn't be
money.
having much faith in them, would we?
No.
I'm
You
not
know,
the toxic
maps have
one.
been
I also
reversed the way
guarantee
it
that.
started here on Ascent would be
It's
like,
not me. It's not
oh,
me.
doom
I
and
guarantee that
gloom,
as well.
Toronto all
My
over
any
again.
of my
Exactly.
previous teammates can vouch for me not being toxic.
But we'll see what happens. when they get onto
100%.
Defense. They need some level of buffer, a cushion.
He's calling me toxic. Finesse is
Just to
not the
make it
toxic
winnable
one
at
either.
all.
But Finesse,
feasible
if
in
you
the
think
back of
about
their
every
minds, but
team
right
you've
now,
been
we're
on,
up to 9.
would you say there's been a
Explores.
toxic person on every single
Everyone
team?
survives. Money
No joke.
building up.
There's a toxic person on
As
every
much
single
as we
team
were
one way or
saying it's
another.
hard to know what to adjust from MIBR's side. they are
Sam,
running
I
into
know
the same
you're
problems
lying.
over and over,
I know
which
you're
is that
lying.
Crew are fighting them.
Not NRG.
like,
New
re-fighting
NRG is
into
honeymooning.
areas.
Give it 2 months,
Not-
buddy.
You know, re-clearing. It's not like they allow them to get A main and then they refight into it. But they are just contesting them for pieces of map
Nah,
control
Sam is
by
not toxic. I never
peeking
played with
out
him, but
Dante
I
or
would bet
Kesnet,
he's
and,
not.
You know, it's well coordinated. A flash, a double peek.
I already
whatever it
I
might
can
be.
point out the toxic players for each team, but I'm not gonna do it.
Dante.
Well, here's
Because
another
that's
fight.
just like crazy work out of
Potentially
me.
escaping through the
But I bet I can pick
Okay,
each
okay,
person that I think
Splash.
would be the toxic guy.
Sharpshooter with a blade. Storm locks onto his head. Here in the footsteps, though, Cortesia is going to be calling. Hold on, guys. There's somebody lurking around the bottom section of mids.
And now they're playing anti-flash, expecting a pop through that smoke. Aspas looking for
Being
it.
toxic isn't cool.
That's why he has an updraft and a
Set
dash. He
text.
wanted to go for something crazy.
Look at this.
Go on.
We say toxic, everyone rolls out.
His spidey sense must be tingling.
Yeah, they know that.
Look what we
position
did.
is there.
The irony.
How's it gone
All right,
so
if I was to
once?
guess, is Tex toxic on some real
Surely
shit?
any awareness, but
I would say probably
okay.
not. I'll say Tex
soon
is
as he
chill.
turned
That's my
his
guess.
back.
That's so unfortunate. with
Who's
the
toxic
timing.
on Leviathan?
Feels like constantly MIBR being stalled out.
let me
Wasn't
see, hold
expecting
on, I need
that.
to pull it
Bruno
up in
matters
front
into
of
his own hands. He's ahead of the util for once. Inside the smoke, earns him the kill, and he's potentially given him open access to the
good
side
night.
as well.
Actually, I don't know.
Here. Shai did
That's a
activate
tough one.
A lot of his util, but he's been tagged up. Lit up, in fact, by the scan. Just caught onto him, and it leaves it to Kesnet in a 1v2
Fuck it,
now.
I'm gonna say it.
Flash forwards. Not
It's
holding anything
probably-
back. Not anything back at all. He's found the players. He knows the last.
I don't know actually.
The drone reveals
Probably
it.
Okino's.
Right
Low-key,
to the corner.
Okino's probably a
He's gonna
toxic
get out
one.
of it. Inferno!
Oh my god!
He's caught in the corner. Don't do it to him. Kesnet collects. They're already dead. It's brutal.
I mean, that is horrendous.
What's happening?
stuff.
Who's watching the game? Give me a
I
TLDR.
don't know.
What's happening?
Kesnet has 20 kills in 11 rounds, and I just had a feeling when he was in the 1v3. I mean, for starters,
What's going on
how are
here?
they so unaware about the mid play? What is Artesine doing at the end?
Both retreating into a one-way.
Yeah, he's like,
What
Yeah,
the
I mean,
fuck are you
that's what
doing,
I
you
was
dog
saying.
shit? Come to my
can't
fucking
finish
stage.
it.
You better fucking
Fuck,
shoot
that's
back when I
what
play
I'm
you, pussy.
saying.
Damn, he said that.
oh, I don't know what's happening out here.
Yeah.
Oh, I refer back to my previous statement yesterday. America's.
No, bro, he's not toxic. I'll also go ahead and say it. Kesnet probably toxic one on crew.
One last round
Fuck
and
it.
a half.
It's Kesnet and probably.
I mean, it is fun to watch from.
I mean, it's
Kesnet.
definitely at least Kesnet. I don't know who else.
20-4 for Kesnet. Oh, I mean, another kill through a smoke. Why not?
Yep.
They've just got the read everywhere.
New game
just
picked
not
a
enough
Sylvan
nuance
on
for
every
MIBR
team.
playing these
Well,
rounds.
Sylvan is the guy
In
that gets
previous round,
bullied.
you know when they heard the
Talking about the guy
footsteps
that gets
towards close mid?
bullied
I think
for
they probably
crew?
assumed it was Kesnet and he TP'd away.
I mean,
You know, it doesn't
Yeah.
make a noise.
low
now.
key,
So they might have just
no one's getting bullied on that
Become a
team because they'll beat
little-
the fuck out of
a
them.
little lazy in that moment and thought,
I feel
you
like
know,
everyone's
I
ready to
should probably just
swing.
Yoru.
That's a pixel to work with for Dante. Reaction time's just not quite there. Can he
I
escape
feel like
with the
someone
club
said
to the
something wrong to
speed?
someone, they're getting swung
Potentially.
on.
Knives
He's got
gone.
backup, he's got support. The knives are gone just from that one. Suppression across the board. Xeno's trying to assist and help
The
out.
gap.
Oh, there it is. Shot wide out. Just found the right moment and the right timing for it. Mazzino still trying to fight for it.
Tarek defending the Buzz
Swinging
because he
forward
was
to
the
rest
Buzz
of
on
the
all
team.
his
And
teams.
that's the last one remaining. It's got to be quick with
Nah,
the reactions as well.
I'ma
but
fight
there's
you, bro.
plenty to account for right now. They're hunting him down. Not giving him anything right now with the dash.
He wins this, I
active.
post it all.
Still
Holy
players
fuck.
around and closing in on him. It's 11 rounds.
I was
for
not good enough to
Crew.
be the toxic guy, no joke. If I was, no joke, I was not good enough to be the toxic guy. I would get
So I
cut.
think we should wait until the next.
No, shut up. Shut
I
up.
mean, it has been brutal out here. An absolute stomp. Everything that could possibly
What the
go
fuck
wrong
is
for
MIBR
VR
doing?
Did go wrong. Shadows, perhaps, of Toronto, but we have seen them already
So,
on
I
the
don't
map here
know.
today.
Not much more really needs to be said for that one. Let's send it to the halftime break. On the other side of things, we'll see the conclusion of this map.
But maybe I would have been a better player if I was more toxic. Now I kind of got regrets. Nice guys finished last.
Reach your impossible with the AI-powered Legion Pro 7i, Lenovo Legion.